Hi everyone, welcome back to Yoga with me, Mercedes. Today will be about the wrist and some quick fixes for the wrist. So getting started right away, bring your palms together with your thumbs to your heart center. And just send your hands away from your chest. We're going to focus on keeping the connection at one point or another with the hands. So starting slowly, open the palms, but keep the pinkies connected. Bring your fingers towards your chest, send the fingers down, and then bring the backs of the hands together. The thumbs will meet. Continue to rotate the wrist. So we're getting some gentle mobility here. Now, as you're doing this, when you get to the point where the back of the hands come together, you can give a little press by lowering the elbows and getting a deeper stretch. And then you can start to move the hands in a reverse direction. So circling around, maintaining a point of contact. This is going to change with the movement. And just start to feel that gentle opening in the wrist. Next time the palms come together, let them meet. Bring the arms down. We'll take one arm forward, palm facing up, as if you're holding a plate or a tray. Rotate your fingers down towards the ground. Take the opposite hand to the fingers and pull the fingers back towards the body. So now you're feeling a stretch in the wrist and maybe even feeling it going up into the forearm. Now once you release the fingers, take your hand behind the fingers and reach for the base of the thumb, and then gently just give a little pull back. Release that thumb, and just take some circles, rotating the wrist, getting some mobility here. Great, we'll let that hand come down. The opposite arm comes forward, palm is facing up. Rotate the fingers down. Bring the opposite fingers in front and pull the fingers towards the body. Now you want to hold here for a couple more rounds of breath. Maybe you close your eyes and feel the sensation of the stretch. And when it's time to let go, gently release the fingers. Take the hand behind the fingers. Reach for the base of the thumb. Gently pulling back. Just gentle. And then release. And then just take some circles, rotating this wrist. Good. And bring that hand down. We're going to move now from a seated position to tabletop. So if you're sitting on a blanket or a prop like I am, just move it out to the side. Come on to a kneeling position. Make sure that you're positioning your knees below your hips and your wrist below your shoulders. Spread the fingers wide. Now the fingers are towards the top of the mat. Rotate the fingers to the edges of the mat. Just take some circles. So you're guiding circles with the hips. Getting movement in the wrist. Circle around opposite direction. Back to center. Now, if it's available for you, you can start to move the hips in an infinity symbol movement. So think about a figure 8 sideways. If that feels complicated, you can come back to circles. See if you can lead opposite direction, challenging your mind a bit, and then back to center. Now from here, rotate your fingers towards your knees. Really important, you want to keep your palms connected to the mat. Now curl your toes, press the hips back towards the heels. Continue to press back. If the palms lift, come out a little bit. Back to feeling a stretch at the wrists and going up the forearms. And then inhale brings you forward. Uncurl the toes. Gently rotate the fingers to the sides of the mat. And then rotate the fingers facing forward again. Lift one hand, bring the top of the hand to the mat. Press into the hand, take little circles. As you take little circles, you're going to find an area that needs a deeper stretch. Pause there, breathe into it longer. Maybe you slightly move around and find another area. And then come back to a neutral position. Now looking at your fingers, looking at your palm, practice lifting one finger at a time. So pressing all the fingers down, just lifting the pinky finger, set it down. Now lift just the ring finger, set it down. Practice lifting the middle finger, set it down. Now the index finger, place it down, and then the thumb, bring it down. Lift this hand, take some gentle circles, releasing any tension, and then place your hand back down. Now pressing into this arm stays straight, flip opposite hand, back of the hand to the mat, take your little circles, find the area that needs a deeper stretch. And once you find that area, pause there, breathe into it longer. Here we give ourselves time to release the tension. And then we come back to a neutral point, looking at the palm, looking at the fingers. Remember, we're moving one finger at a time. So inhale, lift the pinky finger. Exhale, set it down. Next, inhale, lift the ring finger. Exhale, set it down. Inhale, lift the middle finger. Exhale, set it down. Inhale, lift the index finger. Exhale, set it down. Inhale, lift the thumb. Exhale, set it down. Carefully lift this hand, and as you keep it lifted, take some circles with the wrist. Opposite direction. Place the hand back down. And come on to your toes or the tops of your feet. Just take a moment here. I want to explain something to you that you can do in your practice. So sometimes people say that they have wrist issues, and so something like downward facing dog or even tabletop can not feel good. So if you're having a day where you do your wrist warm-ups, but you still want to take care and not spend so much time on them, if you're in a tabletop position, rather than taking the hands all the way down, what you can do is set your blocks up to the mid-height and then position the forearms down. Now you're still in tabletop, but the wrists are free. There's no pressure on the wrist. You can try this, see if that helps you. Alternatively, something else that you can try instead of coming onto the palms, would be to come onto the fist. So lining up the fist in line with the shoulders, and just notice how that feels. So we've got lots of different options of what we can do with our bodies, and how we can support ourselves with warm-ups and with props. So please feel free to do that in your practice. Thank you for joining me for Wrist Quick Fixes. See you next time.